Right. Hey, お願いします。Hey, that's right. Hey, each shoulder. Uh, Circles. Away. And the other way. Hey, arms. Back. Oh, stretching one side, the other side. Crossing one side. Cross. Open and close. Hey, lucky. Hand right. Yo. Benji. Yoko. Hey. Gi. Ko. Ki. Ko. Ki. Ko. Hey. Oh. The side. Ish. Your toes moving down and pushing them down and stretching back and push them in the other direction. Down, pushing them down. Yeah, and back in the direction. When you do this exercise on a mat, it's very easy because obviously the mat's a little bit soft and you can afford to push, your foot down. If you are not doing it on a mat and you are doing it on a hard floor, use your own foot. Okay, so just press it on your own foot, in order to kind of create that, if you have to maybe hold yourself a little bit on the wall or something, but press your toes against your own foot. This one motion here should usually is not it's not that bad. But the motion of pressing on your own toes, use your own foot and press against your own foot instead of doing it maybe on the hard floor. Now you want to toughen up your toes, instead on the hard floor. But I'm saying, try to, the idea is to change from toes up to toes down and then pushing into them, okay? So yeah, so if you're on the mat, it should be fine. Just pushing down and pushing back. If you're on the hard floor or on cement or something, just push against your own foot. That helps to still do the exercise, and look after your toes. I guess. Okay. So the other side, the one direction, oh, direction, oh, one direction, and the other side. One up again, and back, and up, and straight. For some people who has been on the dojo in the last few weeks, I say that I've been doing a lot of these exercises for when you have pain on your heel, at the bottom of your heel. Sometimes it's called plantar fasciitis, which is this sharp pain that happens on the heel, which is when your tendons on the inside of your foot, for whatever reason, become not great. It's quite painful. It's annoying, and a few of the exercises on the feet like this help to relieve that condition. So pushing down, pushing back, pushing forward, down, pushing back, forward, back, down, forward, back, down, forward, back, forward, and sideways. There will be a few things that I will mention, which is exercises that I've been doing. One of them is this change of direction of the toes, quite, from up to down. The second one, which they recommend, which I just insert in this motion, is if you extend, classic exercise of extending and reaching down towards your toes. Now, if hopefully you are there, try to separate your toes from your big toe, not all the other toes, but the big toe. Try to push it a little bit inwards, because apparently another reason why sometimes this pain happens is because the toes, because of the shoes sometimes that we wear, are overly pushed in, like spraying. So it's like that, and then the shoes push it inside, and then sometimes they recommend to exercise that the toe reminds to be open out like that. Sometimes if you use too many shoes and the shoes squeeze your toes like that, the idea is to, especially the big toe, to remind it that it should be going out in that shape. So go down, grab your toes, your big toe, and push it out while you do your stretch. And so push it out or in, depending how you see your feet. That's in towards each other, Yeah. And open your big toe. So, and down. All right, we're going to do another exercise in a minute, which is common Aikido exercise, but it helps a lot with this heel pain, that I'm kind of experiencing at the moment. So circles one way, circles the other way. So down, up, down, up, up. Open your toes. Up, up, down, up, down. And your hips. 1, 2, 6, 9, 10. Lower your hips. Open it to one side. Oh. Open to the other side. Gorilla jump forward. Gorilla jump backwards. Gorilla jump to one side and to the other side. Forward. Backwards. To one side and to the other side. Forward. Backwards. To one side and to the other side. So, raising your hips, grabbing your toes again. Another good opportunity to grab your toe and open your big toe from your other toes. Lowering your hip. Open your hips. Separate your big toe from your other toes. Lower your hips. One more time. Hips up. And spine, shoulders, and head circles. And the other side. And side to side. Lowering one side. Lowering the other side. Toes up. And the other side. Hands in front. And the other side. Change. Change. Hey, side to side. Open. Legs, elbows down. So, and forward. Hey, back stretch. Forward. Hips up. Hips down. Hips up. Down. Hips up. Hips down. And back. Turning one side. and the other side. One side, and the other side. One side, and the other side. Side to side. Okay, sitting down. So this is the last set of exercises that are good for the heel pain, which is just a basic massage on your foot, especially grabbing and just starting with really massaging that really the what's called the bottom, how you call it, right, the bottom part of your foot between the heel and the ball of the foot. Really give it a really good deep massage in there with your thumb if you can. Just really massage where you hold your heel with your other hand, holding your heel with your hand, and really giving a very massage on that in the middle of your feet. So one side, and then rotate to one direction. Your toes rotate to the other direction. So you're basically doing the same thing as we were doing standing, which is changing the direction of the toes up, changing them down, going up, down. I mean, you could almost do this and not do the standing version that we did. It's just that the standing version, I feel that you can put a bit more weight because it's using your body weight. So it feels a little bit different. But anyway, same thing happens here. Toes in one direction, toes in another direction, toes in one direction, toes in another direction. Okay, rubbing again. Okay, now the next one has to be done carefully because especially if you have heel pain, it can be a bit painful, but gently tapping, especially in the middle of your foot, not on the heel. If you don't have heel pain, then try to massage your whole foot. If you have heel pain, I will be quite sensitive, one of those two. It will hurt, whatever word it is. Okay, check. And up, down, up, down, up, down, and forward. And check, change the other side. Same thing. Give yourself a massage with your thumb, really deep in there. So, and rotate your toes in one direction, rotate in another direction. Push them up, push them down, push them up, push them down, push them up, push them down. Rub your foot, middle, tap your foot, depending how much pain there is. Avoid the area where there is pain, obviously. Otherwise, try to tap the entire foot. Okay. And up, down, up, down, up, down, and forward. So the last exercise that we did, especially Irena did this massage on during the week as well, is just in a shin box position. You can use your free hand. I mean, she's pretty flexible. She was using her own her same side arm. She was kind of pressing with her own forearm and even with her own elbow into basically the inside of your foot, inside of your leg, all the way down to the plant of your foot, which is a really good deep massage. If you are flexible enough, you may be able to use your forearm or your elbow on the same side. I feel that I'm falling, so I'm a bit stiff. So I'm just holding myself with one side, and then I'm using my other hand to press, and again, put a lot of weight into that, the sole of, well, again, the in between the ball of your foot and the heel of your foot. And then with the same hand, start walking up in the inside of your leg. Normally, it feels it's usually a tender spot. That's why we have a jonkyo, an ashi jonkyo point in there. But especially if you have a condition on your heel, the inside of your leg will feel particularly tender. So it's good to give it a massage. So, putting your weight in it as much as you can tolerate, all the way up to your inside of your leg, or sorry, to your knee, and maybe even a little bit into your leg, in the inside of your leg, all the way to your groin. So, and down to the sole of your foot. And change chin box position, the other side. Again, if you are flexible enough, you can do your own elbow all the way up to your foot. If you are like me, just use your other hand and just massage with your weight, with the palm of your hand, into your foot, in the inside of your leg, all the way up to your knee, and all the way the leg, all the way into your groin. There. So this side, for example, my heel pains on the other leg. So this leg feels significantly less tender, even doing this massage. And of course, the foot is fine, but the other leg is the one that feels fun. Anyways, so a bit of heel pain exercises. Hopefully, you never have them, but if you have them, try some of those things. I was saying before, those exercises pretty much every day have helped quite a lot. And also I lost it, but I had one of those little balls, especially if you find one of those that have a few spikes around them or any interesting surface. You can use a tennis ball, but a tennis ball is good because it's hard, but also if you can find a tennis ball like, but with a little bit more of a surface, and put it on the floor and just basically while you work or while you eat or whatever, just put your foot and massage your foot with the ball, and that also does really good things for me. For the last week, has done a great job. So anyway, so there's a few exercises for heel pain, or sometimes called plantar fasciitis, and of course, go and see a doctor. Okay, which is something that you need to do as soon as you have any kind of pain of this to get proper advice. So this week where is the last week of our month. Actually, all of these massage exercises and things like that will be really good for next month, which will be the foundational elements of health in our training practice. So next month we'll focus a lot on that. This month we'll be working on the functional elements of practice. So as you know by now, we started with skeletal structure on the first week, and then we went to internal triangle on the second week, and then we went with active core engagement last week. And then this week we're working on another element of functionality that again overlaps with health, but the reason why it comes into functionality is because it's directly related to our capacity to use Aikido as a form of self-defense in a way. Now, once again, when we talk about that, people immediately wants to question the practicality of Aikido techniques in a self-defense situation. Fine, no problem. Okay, that's an entire conversation that is fair and that has its place. However, the way what we spoke about it in the week is this. Self-defense is not only a collection of techniques. Is primordially, and more importantly, a legal term and a moral term, right? So there are legal implications of self-defense and there are moral implications of self-defense. There are technical elements of self-defense, of which technique to use if someone, tries to hit you or punch you or grab you, whatever. So there are techniques that you cannot learn, but those techniques are always in case around a much bigger concept, which is the legal element and the moral element of self-defense. Now, for us to be aware of the legal element and the moral element of self-defense, we need to have certain capacity to be able to process what that means. Okay, I am one of my what's called pet peeves. I think that's a term that I really find very funny is when you see certain self-defense or martial art magazines, and at the end of the magazines there is this example of a self-defense move against whatever, a haymaker, and the example is block the haymaker and then hit the person, and you go, okay, well, fair enough, you can block it, it's fine, hit it. But then after the first hit, then it comes a second hit, and then a third hit, and then they're on the floor, and then knee them on the face, and then once on the floor, stab them on the face, and then check for danger. Like, that's not self-defense. That's battering. That's abuse. So that's fine as a collection of techniques, for a particular martial art, but that is not necessarily what will qualify in self-defense for different reasons. Anyway, so in order for you to be able to defend yourself properly, you need to have technical elements, of course. But you also need to understand morality and legality. And those things are a little bit more prefrontal cortex considerations. So the point was, if you find your heartbeat either on your neck or on your wrist or on your chest, usually the chest is when you have done a lot of work, but usually the neck or the wrist are good places. So if you find your heartbeat, and what I have been doing is I'm suddenly going to put my stopwatch here, and then I'm going to go for 10 seconds effectively, and you are going to count how many beats you have in those 10 seconds, okay? So find your heartbeat, somewhere there, and start counting. Ready, set, go. And stop. All right. Whatever number you got, which hopefully is not too high, whatever number you got is pretty close to your rest heart rate. So that was 10 seconds. Usually, heart rate is measuring heartbeats per minute. So whatever number you got, multiply by 6, and you get your heartbeat, roughly your heartbeats per minute. And that's your baseline. That's where you are in rest. Now, there is a correlation between, now we're going to start to perform some basic exercises. Of course, what's going to happen is your heartbeat is going to increase from whatever baseline you have now into whatever need your body has of extra flow, extra oxygen, and so on into your body. So your heartbeat is going to obviously increase. My point was that between rest heartbeat, if you do something really strenuous for too long in the wrong way, there is a condition here called heart attack or something like that, right? So people can arrive to that condition. But of course, the point is no one to have a heart attack. But the point between heart rate and heart attack is that somewhere in the middle, certain cognitive functions such as fine motor skills, verbal communication, decision making, and so on are starting to be clouded or start to shut down progressively depending on your level of heart or of your heartbeat. Now, this is another caveat, okay? So there are two concepts in there in terms of heart conditions to measure. One is heartbeat, which is the simple one, just number of beats in a period of time, or heart rate variability, which is really the rhythm in between the heartbeats. And scientifically, that is more important. It's just that it's more difficult to measure. Okay, so because it's not the same if I have very slow heartbeat, but if I go tum, 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 so it's arrhythmic. So there's no the variability between my heart rates is not constant. So it's something going on in there. So anyway, so heart rate variability is important and it's even more precise to these kind of things. It's just more difficult to measure. But let's just stay with just basic heartbeat counts. So again, between rest and heart attack, there is a line of things that start shutting down. My point during the week was you need to assess the cost benefit of how much your heart is increasing, giving you the blood, the energy that you need to perform your activities, versus how much is eating from these cognitive functions, right? Because if you get to a point where you have no fine motor skills at all, which maybe it's fine, you just rely on gross motor skills for self-defense, that's fine. You have lost all capacity for verbal communication. You're just kind of grunting or munting, or you just can't hear, you can listen and you can't speak. And your decision making has been really clouded. You're not even aware of what you're doing. You see the problem of these things escalating in that condition. You may still not have a heart attack, but you are just completely out of you, effectively. There's a way to explain that better, but you're basically not listening, not talking, not hearing, not being able to make good decisions, and so on. So whatever number you had in there, let's play with it throughout the rest of the session. So we're going to do during in the class and during the week, we were able to do different techniques with each other, and that increased our heart rate. For this morning, let's just keep it simple in terms of doing the basic set of conditioning exercises that we need for Aikido. So Ukemi in general, Tai Sabaki, Shiko, and different forms of attack. So just keep them moving and let's see how that impacts on our heart rate. So let's start with our basic Ushido Ukemi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Standing up and basic side select, flipping and turning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So sitting down, Shiko. Direction. Direction. Continuing with Shiko. If you cannot do Shiko, try another form of Thai salak. Okay. Standing up. Basic set of strides. Opening your legs, lower your hips. Shamanuchi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your hips a bit more. Yokomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower your hips is key. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Anti-yokomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My gate. Lower your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So that's a very one basic set. Find your heartbeat. Okay. Ready, set, count. And stop. That was a gentle round, but maybe your heartbeat went up a little bit. So we're going to continue like that with rounds. Now, the point is not necessarily to suppress the increase of your heartbeat. That's the problem of heartbeat going up is not a problem. The problem is if that increase starts to eat too much in cognitive functions. Okay, so of course your heartbeat has to go up, and that's fine, and that's normal, and that's healthy. But at what point does it start to be too costly for other functions? So that's something that you have to check. Now, there is no magic number here, okay? There are some statistics around it, but it's a little bit like diets or a little bit like alcohol, you know? 1 glass of alcohol for me versus 1 glass of alcohol for you versus 1 glass of alcohol for someone else, still the same glass of alcohol, but it has different impact on me, on you, and on someone else. So how much alcohol is recommended to consume? Yeah, we have a number for that. That's why you have breathalyzers and you cannot drive once you have passed a certain number. But it's also true that that number by no means is equal for everybody. So it's good that we have a number, but it's true that it's not the same thing for everyone. So heart rate and heartbeats is the same thing. You know, the amount of heartbeat that I have where I still have, you know, reasonable verbal communication may not be the same as you or maybe the same as another person. So that's number 1. It's not about keeping the heartbeat low. It's about knowing when it starts to eat too much in cognitive functions. Number 2 is, well, what to do about it. Okay, so there are certain things that we cannot change, like the weather, like our age, like the physical condition that we are in, more or less that one. But at the moment, we're in whatever physical condition we are. We can work to improve it, but right now we are in a particular way. So there are certain things that we can change. So let's start first with your body. Are you using your body efficiently? Are you using your skeletal structure more than your muscular system? Because muscular system consumes a lot of energy. Is your breathing being coordinated with your motion? Kokyudosa. Are you breathing and moving correctly? Or are you breathing and moving out of rhythm? Is your mind too busy, too critical, too worried about certain things, too fixated with certain things? That consumes energy. So the way you present your body, skeletal structure versus muscular structure, the way you use your breathing in coordination or out of coordination with your movement, and the way you use your mind in terms of what is being your main focus in your practice, all of those things are things that consume energy, increase your heart rate, and therefore can have an impact on this. And all of those things are things that you can change or try to change pretty much on the spot. If it's too hot, there is nothing you can do about that. But otherwise, it's all right. So let's do it again. This time we're going to do Senpo Kemi. You can do Senpo Kemi on your knees, or you can do Senpo Kemi standing up if you're ready enough for that. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And Taisavaki, stepping and turning. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shikko. Go. Hey, standing up. Lowering your hips. Shomenuchi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Yokomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your hips low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hantai. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Hips low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. My baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. All right, checking. All right. Ready, set, go. And stop. All right. So we're going to do one more round. Okay. Now, once again, the use of your body, the use of your breathing, the use of your mind, how are those things affecting the demand for blood and energy that your heart requires in the form of heart rate, and how does that heart rate is impacting your capacity for cognitive functions. That's basically the study of this week. All right, so standing up again. Let's do Senpo Kemi again. Let's keep it simple. Usually I change these from Senpo Kemi, Yoko Kemi, Shiro Kemi, etc. And we change also Tai Sabakis, but let's just keep it simple for the last round, okay? So, and goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly. I'm spiraling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep your hips down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And keep going. Go. Go. And comments, lowering your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, your comment 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And tie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hips down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My getting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Left foot in front, please. Unakogi. Hey. Ish. E. Ho. 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 Udama. Oh. Oh. Hey, mi kanmi no kamae. Funakoi. Ish. I sa. 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 Ish. Hey. Go. Sure. Ish. Hey. Lisa. Checking heartbeat. Ready, set, and go. And stop. Okay. So, ah, breathing exercise. Breathing in, lower your breath. Breathe out. Completely empty. Breathing in, lower your breath. Breathe out. Empty. In, low, out, empty. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one by yourself. Hey, and relax. So hopefully by now your heartbeat again came down to a lower level. But again, it's not so much the amount of heartbeats, is the cost of those heartbeats in your cognitive capacity. So I was saying there is the title of this video you find on the members area is going to be heart rate and motor cognitive state, because that's basically what we are wanting to keep an eye on. You know, what's our motor, fine skills versus gross skills, and cognitive state, depending on the impact on our heart rate during training. So that's how you find it on the members area. Okay, let's finish up. Ready? Hey, arigatou gozaimashita.